How has your professions and work on the budget affected your perception on how expensive a baby is?
You got freaking lucky. You got a raise.
But I only had $30,000 to start with. I was a dog walker.
Still.
Which is a perfect job because I love dogs.
Still, $10,000 extra. That's...
So I had $40,000 and you had $36,000.
Yeah.
What were you?
I was a secretary. If you can believe that.
So it didn't really affect our budget though. I mean, we went for the cheap stuff anyways.
Yeah.
But by the end, we were at like $10,000, so we kind of went all out with the toys.
Yeah.
We had plenty of money left, but it didn't really affect.
We got
our
pretty
budget.
decent. Like, I feel bad for the people who got
Or lost their jobs.
zero. Yeah.
But it did kind of give you an idea of how expensive it is. Like, diapers are so expensive. Why? You need like $1,000 for a year.
The best possible thing you can do is just buy them all in bulk at once.
Buy in bulk.
Just
Yeah. Just buy like the biggest container of things you can find too.
Yeah.
If you're getting baby food, just go for the biggest thing they have of
Because
it.
if you're raising a child, you're not gonna have time to go to the store anyway.
Yeah,
you're
that
taking
too.
care of
just
your kid.
buy all of it at once.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the budget wasn't too bad. We had a good amount of money.
We were
well
good.
off.
We were good.
I mean, if you throw in like house payments and stuff in real life, it would be different. But
We would
just
be
baby.
broke.
But best case scenario with like no problems with the child.
I mean, we
would
didn't
be
even have to
okay.
buy food. Imagine having to buy
There's
food.
baby food. We had to get baby food,
Oh, we did?
like the Gerbers.
Oh,
We had to get
okay. I
Gerbers.
didn't see that part. But...
Yeah, but it gets more expensive when they get older, probably.
Oh, college.
Allowance.
No.
All right. It was easy. Okay.
Okay.
So what has been the most difficult part about taking care of our baby so far? Remembering it.
Yeah.
Remembering it places.
I already forgot the poor guy once at my house. But he was safe.
And just remembering it, like to take it from class to class and having it with you at all times. Even just like leaving the classroom, like you can forget it easily. You're walking out of the class while on your phone, you can forget your baby. It's not good.
I mean, it wasn't that hard to remember me because he's sitting right there in front of your face. But just remembering to take it with me to school in the morning when I'm thinking about
that
other
too.
things.
You're like trying to go through what you need. You're like, oh, baby.
Yeah.
But
It's not like at the forefront of my mind.
yeah,
I have other things.
exactly. I mean, if it was a real baby,
Then-
it would be more important, and it would be
I mean,
hard
it
to
would
forget,
make noises and it would be clingy
and you wouldn't forget it. But
I require a lot more attention.
this one's different. But I mean, otherwise, it's been pretty easy. You don't have to feed it. You don't have to change anything.
Bless.
So it's not like a real baby. You're just holding it and carrying it around like a baby.
You don't
but
need to change its diapers, which I've done.
You don't
and
have
it's
to. It doesn't cry, so it's not too hard. It's not a hard process. All right. So, what would it be like to take care of a child that has a genetic disease you're studying?
Well, our child has diabetes,
Sadly.
but diabetes does run in my family on my mother's side. My grandmother has it. She's not dead yet. My great grandmother had it, and my uncle has it. Basically, a lot of people have it.
My
it's
family
not,
doesn't have it, but
Well,
I don't know.
Your family doesn't have anything.
I can't trace anything because my dad was adopted, and my mom's side doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
But our child got diabetes anyways. So,
Poor baby.
I mean, what would it be like?
It's really not that difficult.
Isn't there like
Unless-
insulin things?
Yeah. You just.
Depending on what kind
It
you
depends on what kind of diabetes you have. Some children, they have really, really severe types of diabetes where they have to go in the hospital and stay there for like a really long time. But no, our kid doesn't have that. Basically, we just have to be careful with his diet He can't have too much sugar, but he also can't have too little sugar, or else.
Right amount.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. I mean, I think it's just sort of a thing where you have to, like, keep up with it, but it's not gonna kill
like,
you.
yeah, that's the hardest
aren't-
part, just keeping up with everything. He has to exercise a lot.
Yeah, if you keep up
to
with
keep
everything,
his body in balance.
it's gonna be okay. I mean, it's just kind of an extra thing you have to worry about, but hey, it's not as bad as, like, cancer. There's that.
Oh.
Oh, that would be sad.
Yes. No, another big thing with diabetes is it's not just like diet and exercise. You also have to have like the right kind of attitudes towards it, because a lot of kids with diabetes, they get overweight as they grow older. So
Because their parents don't care, because the child doesn't care.
no, it's just because of it's just because of how they digest food. It's how their body reacts to food. They hold more weight in. You have to be really positive. You have to think, like, even if my kid does gain weight, like, it's no reason to, like, overreact or think, oh my god, my kid's gonna struggle with this for his whole life.
You gotta stay positive too, just for the kid's sake, because if you have a bad attitude towards it, the kid's gonna have that bad attitude.
Another issue is that it's expensive.
There's that too.
It's usually expensive to
But
have a
hey,
disease,
we have
but,
the budget. We had a bunch of leftover money with our jobs, so it's okay.
You know, because you have to
We'd be
constantly
okay.
buy the medicine and the syringes or the pen, whatever, and you have to pay for doctor visits.
There's a lot. Are we gonna be okay
really
with
expensive.
doctor visits? Doctors are expensive.
I know.
I think we'd make it.
Yeah,
We'd
no.
make it work.
We have Obamacare.
We have Obamacare. So
Yeah.
that's what life would be like if our child actually had diabetes.
There'd be a lot of issues, but we get through it. He's a strong little guy. Do I think I would be ready for a baby now? Well, in my family growing up, there was always a little kid running around inside the house, because 4 years after I was born, my little brother was born, so I helped raise him. And then 4 years after that, my nephew was born, so I helped raise him. And then 6 years after that, my other nephew was born. So I've always been around little kids and infants and like just children in general. So I have a lot of experience with them. So I think definitely emotionally I would be ready. Physically, probably. Money-wise, hell no. Like, I'm just worried about getting into college right now and like paying for that and debts. So no, I wouldn't be ready for a child now. I would have a great support system, because I got my mom and my sister and my two brothers and their kids. And they would be really supportive of me if I did get pregnant now and had a child, even if the dad wasn't in the picture. So family-wise, I would be good on that front. But I definitely want to have kids in the future, but I wouldn't want to have a kid now. I wouldn't want to have a kid now just because personally, I don't think I'm responsible enough for one, but I'm confident in my ability to raise a child. So yeah.
So, am I ready for a baby? No. One day I'll be ready for a baby, but right now I have a lot going on already, and to have a baby now on top of all like my schoolwork and all the art I've been doing and trying to like find a job as a teenager, it's too much, and I respect people who have children at this age. Like, how do you do it? It's too much. I would cry. I would get no sleep. I'd probably be really angry too because I get no sleep, so I'm definitely not ready for a child yet, but one day. Because I think it would be nice to have someone around that's tiny and yours. But I mean, even if I did have a child now, everyone would be pretty supportive of me, I think, and willing to help me out, but I think it would just be way too much for me. I'm not ready.
Has your partner been supportive in this project so far? Hannah, my spouse, has been wonderful. She hasn't forgot him like I did, thankfully. But yeah, I wasn't here for the first day when we first got him. But she was really great about telling me what we had to do and what was expected of us, and just like how are we gonna do this. So I really appreciated that. A low point, I don't know. We haven't gotten into any arguments, really. We haven't had the first big fight or like something like that. Maybe one low point, our son's hair. He looks like sorry. I mean, she did put hair on him, so that's a good thing. But yeah, no, she's been really supportive. She's helped me out when I couldn't take care of him, because I had previous responsibilities. She's just been overall really great. She's really helpful. She always has great ideas of, like, I don't know, she's Hannah. She's just awesome. If I actually did have a child, I would definitely want a spouse like Hannah, because she's just always there, you know? She's always ready to help out. She's always ready to, like, if I'm in trouble or if she needs something, she's not afraid to just, like, collaborate. You know, compromise. I think compromise is the biggest thing, and we're really good at that. We're really good at compromising and finding solutions.
So has my partner been supportive? Yeah, she's very supportive. She's very good about taking it. I mean, we never have to argue about, you're gonna take it home today. No, you're gonna take it home today. We never had that problem. It's kind of like, do you want to take it home today? I'll take it home tomorrow. And it always works out. And even just during the day, like you don't really have to say anything. I can just kind of leave the baby with Maya and it's like, okay. Or she'll leave the baby with me and it's like, okay. So it kind of works. It's been really easy. She's really good with everything. We haven't had any arguments about like names or really anything. It's been really easygoing. So it's been a good experience to be a partner with her. Because I know other groups were kind of struggling with some of these things, but it was nice to not have to worry about that. And even like when we had to do the phone call or the email at 3 a.m. I had the SAT the next morning and she was like, no, it's fine, I'll do it, I'll totally do it. She was totally there for that. So that was nice. For a low light, she did leave it at home once, but we got it. We got her mom to drop it by. So I mean, that's really the only low light. I mean, everything else has been a highlight. Everything's been great with Maya. She's a good partner.
So how is this project similar and different to what you would expect if you had a real child? Well, first of all, real children are way more difficult to take care of. First of all, they cry, and they poop, and they smell, and they need constant attention. They're just, my sister likes to call them little diablos, little devils. But I think, so obviously there's a lot of differences, but I think the most basic like similarity between this and an actual kid is the constant need to like know where they are, to constantly know, like just to have them at the forefront of your mind, because if you get them for a single second, then, well, you're pretty much screwed. But yeah, just this kid, he's wonderful. He doesn't give me headaches or keep me up at night. I love you, baby.
Okay, how is this project similar and different to having a real child? This one doesn't cry. It doesn't need to be fed. It doesn't need to have its diaper changed. It doesn't keep you up all night. It doesn't require that much attention aside from bringing it places with you. It's nice compared to a real child. I mean, if a real child was like this, I'd be all for it, but similar. You just kind of have to remember to keep it with you. I mean, that's the main thing with this baby. Like, you can't leave it behind. You have to make sure it's with you at all times. That's really like the biggest similarity, just making sure it's always with you, and that you just keep it in your mind. I think with a real baby it's kind of easier because it will cry and make noise, and it's kind of easier to remember that because it's constantly reminding you on its own. But on this one you have to make sure you're the one remembering it. It's not going to remind you by crying if you leave it alone. So that's it. You just got to be attentive.
I mean, it does leave a nice little sugar trail everywhere.
Everywhere. But it's still nice.